If you think that starting a business is the only way to make 100K a year, then stop and think again. In 2025, there's a smarter and faster way of hitting that 100K mark without actually taking the risk of starting your own business. And in this video, I'm going to show you a path which is not only safer, but actually guaranteed to get you results without actually taking the risk and quitting your job. Now, before I get started with this video, I just want to quickly introduce myself. So if you don't already know me, my name is Krishnav, and I went from being a college dropout and quitting the traditional rat race to then making my first money online and then eventually making my first 10K per month online at the age of around 19. I recently turned 21, so not so long back. And I currently run a digital agency as well as a educational training platform where we basically help 9-to-5ers like you go from their traditional job and break free from that. And we basically train them on the skill of appointment setting, which I'm happy to dive deep into in a couple of minutes. And we basically train them up, and we also place them in businesses which are linked with our agency. And our North Star with this educational platform is to provide the time, location, as well as financial freedom, which I was able to achieve for myself, and to vision that out and to spread that for other people who are in similar positions like me when I was getting started. Now, quickly coming to the topic at hand, the typical advice which we see in the market, even if you open up YouTube with tons of influencers speaking about it, is to start a business if you want to achieve time, location, and financial freedom, or even hit 100K, or even maintain your 100K salary if that's what you're already doing and you just want to grow that salary in a more comfortable and comfortable environment with more freedom of your time and your location so that you can work remotely. But starting businesses comes with an ingrained risk, which involves things like upfront payment, you have to work long hours, and there's a steep learning curve. And you might not necessarily be in a position where you want to do that. And as I've grown through this process myself, I've realized you don't necessarily need to start a business to make this exact amount, which I just mentioned as a ballpark figure, while maintaining your freedom, because surely you can make this amount in more traditional jobs too. But the goal here is not to slave away, but to have complete control over your time, complete control over your calendar, over your location, and to be working from anywhere. And you don't need to start a business for that. We're in 2025 and the game is changing. With AI taking over, now more than ever, you need to be equipped with high income, high leverage skills. Because if you're someone who's a tire kicker or you're just doing a mediocre role, you can easily be replaced. And this is where exactly the concept of a high income skill comes in. And a high income skill is basically a skill which is so much in demand right now that if you can leverage it at the correct time, that allows you to make more money than 95% of other people in the market right now. Think of two jobs like a barista and a surgeon. A surgeon is being paid more than 10 times of what a barista is making. It's because he has stacked up skills which the barista is lacking. Respect to both jobs, what one is obviously being paid more than the other. And this is the same thing. If you just look around in the market, you know what all the people who are making good money with, like accountants and surgeons, are people who have skills which are irreplaceable. Like, you can't replace a surgeon with someone else. It's just a very high valued skill. But the problem with high value skills is that it takes a lot of time to build up, and you don't want to wait that much time, right? And this is where you have to be smart and start looking for untapped skills. With AI coming over, you need to be looking for skills where instead of being replaced by it, you can leverage it and make money. And what is this untapped skill I'm talking about? It's called appointment setting. You see, the online education industry is booming currently. If you just quickly Google search the valuations of the e-learning industry right now, it's valued at over $300 billion right now. And the thing is, if you go on YouTube with all these people pitching you business models, and there are financial consultants, everyone is a creator now, right? So this combination of the creator space and the online education space has evolved into a lot of influencers releasing their digital products in the market. Things like courses, online coaching, mentorships. You might follow a lot of them as well. Let's say you follow a fitness trainer or a fitness influencer who has 100, 200K followers and is selling a fitness mentorship. or same with a financial advisor doing the same for business owners, or with someone who's providing even things like dating coaching. The market is insane and it's truly A to Z. Now, these influencers have their inbox filled with a lot of people reaching out to them and showing interest in their digital products. And this is where appointment setting comes in. Appointment setting is basically you just filling the calendar of these influencers' business. And their sales teams. And a lot of these influencers are too busy to respond to people who are showing interest in their digital products, and their inboxes are usually filled. And that's where you come in as an appointment setter, where your role is essentially like a Cupid or a matchmaker, where your goal is to find people who are the right fit for this influencer or this celebrity's digital products. Find the right customer and connect with the right product. And you take a cut for every successful match you make. And the way you do it is by managing and taking control of the DMs of these influencers on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever platform they are more active on, and just filtering out the leads and booking in sales calls for these influencers. And this skill is in super high demand right now because these influencers have massive audiences and it's just ever growing, and they need your help to come in and help convert their massive audiences into paying customers. And if you're stuck in a 9 to 5 right now, feeling like there's no way out for you, then this skill is actually perfect for you, because you can start out part-time, just working from your laptop, couple hours a day, and still see significant income growth. Unlike starting a business which involves learning tons of skills and requires a lot of upfront investment from your end, this is something where it does not require any investment from your end, and you can just start out by focusing on one core high demand skill. And what makes this even more exciting in 2025 is the use of AI. And what we have done at GrowthSetter, the educational platform I was talking about, is built a proprietary AI which basically does all the heavy lifting for you, from engaging the leads, qualifying the leads, and actually booking them through. It writes up all the messages and all you have to do is just oversee the process. So with AI, you can handle more leads coming in, so essentially working smarter and not harder. And at this point, we've helped tons of 9 to 5ers transition from their current corporate job to making anywhere between 4 to 8K per month and 10K and beyond as well, just by learning this one skill. And what's cool with this skill is that you don't need any previous experience. You just need the right training in place and you need the right placement to ensure that you're working with an actually good business owner where you have the potential to make that amount. And within 30 to 60 days, you'll be earning part-time what some people fail to achieve even in years. Now, if this sounds interesting to you, then I invite you to check out a free training which I just recently created, going over the entire roadmap on how you can get started with learning this skill over the next 30 to 60 days and then eventually land a placement with an influencer which can pay you anywhere between 4 to 8K per month, even if you're working part-time. So if you're an action taker who's looking for a clear path to making 100K a year with minimized risk without starting a business, then there you go. This is the one for you, and I highly recommend that you explore this. I hope this video was useful for you, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. As always, I'm rooting for you. Bye-bye.